Hello, how are you today? I am doing awesome. We have a little bit of snow here in Northwest Missouri, so it could be warmer, but I'm doing all right. So today's priorities give me focus. That's what we're going to talk about today, is priorities. Focused concentration is one of the keys to success. And I love this quote. It says, devoting a little of yourself to everything means committing a great deal of yourself to nothing. And that really made me think about some of us who, we've done a lot of different direct sales companies, and we keep getting involved with more and more and more. And what happens is we're a jack of all trades and a master of none. So think about where your focus lies today. What is more important, time or money? Money we can earn, time we cannot. Your priorities determine how you spend your time, and time is precious. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, guard well your spare moments. They are like uncut diamonds. Discard them and their value will never be known. Improve them and they become the brightest gems in a useful life. I thought that was so good. That's what we're all like, uncut diamonds, right? I mean, that's what our goal is anyway, at least to hit diamond level. And so guard your spare moments. Discard them and their value will never be known. Improve them and they become the brightest gems in a useful life. No one gets more time. We are all on a level playing field here. No matter what level you're at, whether you're a distributor, whether you're ambassador diamond, we all have the same amount of time. We get 1,440 minutes per day. And how you choose to spend your time determines how quickly you see that next level. If you're spending all of your time just working on training and working on how to maneuver the e-suite, that'll train you and that'll give you more information, but that's not what's going to help you bump up to the next level. And you can't do everything. The wisdom of life consists of the elimination of non-essentials. Excellence comes from doing right things right. We choose our life by how we spend our time. You want to change your life? You want to really see a change in your life? Change your priorities. The reason most goals aren't met is because we spend time doing second things first. We're not doing the things that are most important first. We're doing other things first because it gives us a sense of accomplishment. You must be able to focus on this. You cannot run 90 miles an hour all the time unless you're running towards something. You have to have a goal. You have to have a target. Focus on things that have to be done and spend your time on income-producing activities. So, have you heard of the Pareto principle? This is a really good one, and I've heard this a couple of different times, but it keeps coming back to me. By focusing your attention on the top 20% of your activities, you will get an 80% return on your effort. Really think about that. If you spend 20% of your time on income-producing activities and on things that are really going to help you hit your goal, the top 20% of your activities, you will receive an 80% return on your effort. That's a good thing to remember. Prioritize your life. Give focus and energy to things that give the highest return. Again, income-producing activities. If you are wanting a high commission check at the end of this month, you need to be working today on things that will increase your volume. Your greatest possession is the 24 hours directly ahead of you. What you do in the next 24 hours determines your success for the next 48 hours. Ask yourself 3 questions today. 1. And this is how to get your priorities in line. 1, what is required of me? Okay, what is required? What are things that you absolutely have to get done? Now, this includes entering in customer orders, doing parties, things that you're required to do for your family. The second question, what gives me the greatest return? Okay, doing laundry gives me a feeling of accomplishment, but it's something that has to be done all the time. So although it's something I do, it's not necessarily up here on my priority list. What gives me the greatest return? And the third question, what gives me the greatest reward? That's a really good one. Now, the more you focus on your strengths, the greater your productivity and the greater your ability will be to reach your potential. What I'm saying is find your niche, okay? Each one of us has a niche in our business. Mine happens to be parties. I love to do home parties because I love to meet new people. Some of us are rock stars at events. Some of us are awesome at one-on-one appointments. Some of us can do this marketing online and we're just, man, seeing those loyal customers come in because we know exactly what to say online. And some of us are great at cold calls. I know there's a couple girls on the team that are just amazing at follow-up and making these phone calls. Build your business according to that strength. Whatever your strength is, work on that, okay? If parties isn't your strength, that's okay. You don't have to do parties. Maybe one-on-ones are better for you, or events. But use your strength as a bridge to get out of your comfort zone, right? If parties is what you really love, you should be asking for them all the time, right? If one-on-one appointments is what your strength is, by golly, go out and start asking people, hey, let's set up a one-on-one wrap consultation. I would love to share with you these amazing products. Knowing what you do best builds confidence for you to try new things. So the more comfortable you get with doing the things that are your strength, the easier it's going to be for you to say, you know what, maybe I'll just step outside just a little bit and try something new. And if you aren't sure about your strength, evaluate your priorities daily. Evaluate how you're working your business. What brings you the highest return? Now, the next thing is to plan your time carefully. Plan your day. 10 minutes of planning your week gives you a week of success. Now, if you prioritize your life and you plan your day, but then you don't follow through, that's going to be as if you haven't planned at all. It is very important, write out a list of the things that you feel are the most important things to complete this week. Okay? And then try really hard this week to keep those priorities in mind and what you need to do for your business to see success at the end of March. So with all of this info, here is a plan for you today to have a successful week, a pattern for success. 1, I want you to prioritize. Know what is important to you. 2, organize. Know how you're going to do it. 3, plan. Decide when you're going to do it. 4, communicate. Share priorities with your team. 5, execute. Follow through on your plan. And number 7, evaluate. Examine yourself and your results in light of your priorities. So when I started really looking into priorities, what I realized is that I wasn't putting the right priorities at the top of my priority tree, if you will. And I will tell you how my priorities line up and how I have it set up. I have God at the top of my priority list, because nothing that I do will happen unless it's through God. Okay? And then me. And then my husband. And then my family. And then my work. and then my community, right? My church family and things like that. So that's how my priority tree goes, and I hope that you've learned some information today, and I hope you've had a great weekend, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.